Hello, my Vaquilinators. I know it's been a while, but we're back with a little video. So I'm actually doing a little sample swap with a guy I just met. Funny enough, he said he was looking for oldies, for dusties, for stuff he missed is what he said. So I thought it would be a fun little video to film to see what I'm gonna, I guess give him. I gathered a few that I thought are amazing, and I even brought one that was extremely special that I thought I should open. I was looking at a video from Lou from Long Island where he said you can't take it with you, and I feel like this is one of those special bottles that just needs to be opened and shared. We're gonna start off with the Blancos. I'm gonna give them a little bit of my Lot 1 Trago Blanco from 2006. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've covered this one quite a bit in the videos, especially in the videos where I've actually found it. We're also gonna give them another Blanco. This is gonna be, so we're actually doing 2 Blancos, 2 Repos, and 2 Añejos without even thinking about it. This is a special one. This is a special one that I found up in, I believe it was Chico, California. And this is gonna be actually a sticker lot Blanco. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that up. Lot 1037. The cork broke on it, so I had to go ahead and, funny enough, use a Tequila Ocho cork, which fits it perfectly. But yeah, if you guys can tell, the color is just like, sort of like this off-white color. But this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually very sad that I'm down to half my bottle. Next up, we're gonna have, I'm pretty sure I covered this in another video as well, our Arete Unique, which I found up in Los Angeles. Oh, I actually didn't say where I found this Trago Blanco at. I found this one at Selin Liquor in Huntington Beach. They just had it sitting around, so I gladly took it. Next off, we're gonna have this Herencia Mexicana from 1079. Can they see that? Perfect. So this is actually gonna be lot 128 from 2004, which is kind of crazy. 2004. This is older than my sister, and she's 20 years old. Gonna give them some of that, and then actually a bottle which I haven't opened just yet. We're gonna have the Trago Lot 1 Repo from 2006. This is from one of the videos that I actually filmed that you guys saw me get up in, where we get this? Palm Springs?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the video, I said I was looking for some of these. Oh my gosh. Trago Repo Batch 1. So I definitely am super excited to try this one, especially because the Blanco was so good. The Blanco, I opened it with some friends and it was absolutely amazing. So I'm definitely excited for this one. For the Añejo, we're gonna have the, I'm pretty sure I had it a bit on video as well, but the Del Mio. This is gonna be from NOM 1414. As you guys can see, the cork is horrible, so there's a little piece of cork in there. This one's gonna be from Sergio Cruz's very first, I guess, involvement in tequila. I actually messaged him about the bottle, and he confirmed with me that he did partake in this. This is probably from around 2005 is what he told me. But yeah, one of his first ever, I guess, projects. And then now for the special bottle, which is kind of crazy that I even found it. I found it here in SoCal. I'm not saying where, just because I don't know if you might have any more. But we found El Tesoro Añejo sticker lots. The sticker's on the bottom, but let me see if I can get the sticker. I actually have my trusty knife on me. They actually covered this up with the price tag. Let me see, baby, can you like, as you guys can see the price I paid for it. And then right under the sticker is the lot number.
Okay.
I don't think you guys can see the lot number, but I saw it already. You have to shine a light at it at a very specific angle. But this is actually gonna be lot 1035. To put that in perspective, this is lot, I actually have an olive oil añejo, but this is lot 1087 from 2016. So this is more than 50 lots older. I also have a picture of an old white label añejo that's lot 1030. So between 1030 and 1035, they actually switched to these bottles. So this is definitely like one of the first olive oil bottles to ever come out. So I'm assuming this is gonna be from around 2004 to maybe 2005, anywhere from there. But yeah, this is definitely a gem. If you guys can see the difference in color, this is from 2016, and just look at that color difference. It's night and day. Like, that is crazy comparisons. Like, it's just two different shades. So without further ado, we're gonna start opening the bottles that aren't open. First off, we're gonna start with the Trago Repo. I'm actually gonna be trying them on camera too, just to see what they taste like a little first impressions. We can do like a full in-depth review later down the line, but gosh, the cork looks like it's breaking. Wow, I don't know why, but these same thing happened with my other Trago Repo. I think I switched it for a Volans or a G4 topper, because what happens with these toppers is like they like tend to bubble up and swell up, and then like the top layer comes off, which what happened with my first one. So if you guys do find these in the wild, definitely be careful for that, because they do like swell up kind of weirdly. All right, so something happened with the camera, so I'm not sure if it's gonna show up when I poured it, but I definitely poured it. But that is super, super light in color. Yeah, because these bottles are kind of colored, so let's see. One thing that I absolutely love about older, I guess, dusties, or whatever you want to call them, old school tequila, is that like the tequila from back then was so like, since they use, I believe now the common practice is 6 years is acceptable, but back then they used to use from 8 years to 10-year agave, and with that just makes everything so much sweeter and fruitier in a way. And that's one common theme that I see among all these older bottles, is that the tequila back then was super fruity and, you know, I guess sweet in a sense. This is absolutely like perfection and what a Repo should be. Very light, I guess, barrel influence, but you still retain a ton of that, like, I guess, Blanco essence. You know, it's mineral, it's fruity, you know, it's very agave forward, sweet, and then just with a slight barrel influence. This thing is amazing. I absolutely adore this. If anybody knows where I can get an añejo, oh my goodness, that is like one of my dream bottles right now. Please let me know. I'm looking for one. I've seen it on the secondary groups, but oh my gosh, they want crazy money from. But absolutely amazing bottle. If you guys see a bottle of Trago Repo, snatch it up. It's amazing. All right, now on to the bottle I'm most excited about. It's this El Tesoro. I actually had this wrapped up very nicely because I had no intention of drinking it anytime soon. But ever since I saw that video from Lou from Long Island, where he makes a valid point, why say something when you can't take it with you? So let's hopefully see if we can get this without breaking off. Oh, what happened with my other sticker lot? So when it gets to the sticker lots, or I guess a telltale sign from far away if it's a sticker lot, is the cork. The cork is gonna be, you know, a real cork. It's not gonna be, you know, a synthetic cork like the newer olive oil ones. So you can really tell from here. So as soon as I saw it from a distance, I was like, oh my gosh, that's an olive oil. Or that's a sticker lot because of the corks. What happened with this one is when I was taking it off, the cork just fell through. And I had to fish it out and strain it and do all this nonsense. But let's see if we can get this one out without breaking it. Oh my goodness, I'm terrified. And that is what happens with these bottles. That is a shame. All right, so I have my trusty wine key. This is absolutely so soft. Oh my goodness. I almost had a fucking heart attack thinking it was gonna break. But yeah, this is what happens with these corks. Look at that. Funny enough, I actually saved the cork from the Blanco and it broke. This is from this bad boy right here. But anyways, enough of that. So let me get something to clean that. But yeah, that should be good. And exactly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the corks. I'm gonna have this one on here. I don't know what I'm gonna use for this one, but I would say this one's a little more important right now. But yeah, that's one of the sucky things when you get to the older bottles. They were all using real cork. So this one has a wine stopper. This one has a Volan stopper. So this is why it's always good to keep your corks. It's always good to keep them. And this one just has a piece of wood that I have on it because I ran out of stoppers. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for this one. But yeah, let me just go ahead and get a new glass and I'll be right back. This is almost like time travel, going back into the past. Let's go ahead and pour this up and let's see what this is like. I don't want to pour too much just because it is a very special bottle. But wow, definitely look at this color. This looks so beautiful in the glass. Like you can see the tears are just like, it looks so like viscous. This almost looks like an extra añejo if I'm not mistaken. Compared to this one, man. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of air. If you just gave it to me like this, I would assume this is an extra añejo. There's so much going on in here. A lot more barrel influence on this than what I'm used to from El Tesoro. Oh my gosh. But you also still get that fruity characteristic that I was talking about earlier, where it's like these agaves are just like extremely ripe. You get like some vanilla. Scratch that, like not even vanilla. More like caramelized fruit in a way. You still get a ton of that agave up front. You get like this like sweetness. Almost like you can also smell how like thick it is. Without further ado, let's go ahead and try it. Let's go back for one more. I feel like that wasn't enough. That is absolutely out of this world. Wow. That is fucking amazing. This is definitely something that I feel like should be experienced by everybody. Trying these newer and then older stuff, because they're way different. You know, the climate's different, the, you know, amount of time that the agaves are aged for, you know, all this changes. And I feel like it's just like night and day difference from the old to the new. I do gotta say, this is one of the best añejos I've ever tried. It's so like well balanced for an añejo this dark. You know, you still get the agave, some fruitiness, some of the barrel influence shines through, and it just like kind of merges all into one. And then especially being able to, you know, stabilize in a glass container for, at this point, 20, 21, 22 years. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible what time does. This definitely should be on the bucket list for all of you guys. And now for the fun parts, you guys are gonna watch me pour this all up. But yeah, this is just random guy I met on Facebook, and he said he wanted to try some Dusties. I said, okay. So we're swapping a few for a few. So he's getting all these delicious little bottles, and I am getting a sample of the Winter Blend 21, Winter Blend 23, a sample of the Siempre Vivo single barrel añejo, I believe, from Lou Long Island agave. I'm getting a Siempre Conexiones sample in a classic G4 one, and then a 6-barrel G4 añejo sample. Oh, and a Mission 1530 Cascoin añejo as well. So yeah, so he tries some of that old stuff and I try some of the new stuff that I wasn't around to be able to get, since I'm, only 23, so I was barely allowed to start drinking yesterday. Alright guys, if you guys want to see a more in-depth review of this and this, or any of the bottles that I showed, just go ahead and comment down below, and yeah, we'll go from there. Cue the agave bomb.